Namaste. Namaste, beloved family. I'm again in my bed, but I should not. It's not that something is wrong. Today I actually feel I was cycling, I was going to forest, I was resting, I was writing a lot. So sitting, not so best. If I have a phone and I have a beautiful bed, I can relax and I can go live for you. Namaste and welcome. This video actually is not for everyone. This video, if you are into God, if you are into Father God, if you think God is a man, and if Mother is lower and like this, then this video doesn't resonate with you, and it doesn't have to, because we are on different levels. And my videos are only for those who resonate with it. So you have to know this is the wisdom. Many channels are out there on YouTube, but it's all new. It came after 2016. If you believe in patriarchal God and these things, this doesn't resonate with you. It's your reality, is your dimension, and it's your truth. So I won't convince you anything, but I just tell you, if it doesn't resonate with you, just leave then, okay? And focus to what you like, because we don't have to like everything. We don't have to agree with everything. What I am to share here is something very beautiful and something very deep, you know. And I want to give a shout out to a powerful goddess who inspired this video this morning. I was actually sleeping very well, and not very well, but when I'm sleeping poorly, then I'm always sensitive, but I cannot control my sensitivity. So you just said one word, and I and I said something, and that mysterious ways when I little bit said something weird inspired me to glorify all goddesses, and she was so happy. And actually I apologized to her, beautiful Jenna. I apologized to her. She said no need to apologize, you work in mysterious way, I love you so much. I actually didn't say anything like this. Maybe I thought, because I'm very sensitive to myself and I don't want to disturb anybody if they did nothing. I'm just very sensitive, and when I'm resting poorly, then I cannot control my sensitivity sometimes, just like Bruce Lee. So let us go into this. Jenna, thank you for inspiration. If you're watching or not, you feel in your heart, because after what we spoke inspired all the day me roaring divine feminine all day. So I have to conclude the day to giving supreme glorifications to divine feminine. And I have to tell you something very beautiful. You know, in Slovenia we say that house has four corners, you know, and three of those corners woman supports, only one man. You should support her, but she supports everything. So, and this is actually, and when I first time got in contact from my soul with that beautiful truth, and when it got confirmed by other teachers, I remembered that we say this in Slovenia. If that corner that is woman falls, entire house collapses. But if three corners collapse, she will still hold on the house up. Actually, many of you know this, what I'm about to share. And you know the matrix of New Earth, divine matrix, which is not Trinity, which is actually Quadrinity. Like we can say, I'm not into religion, I'm not into these things, but we can say Father, Son, Holy Spirit, And the mother, she's first. So we'll say Mother, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. And in India, they have also Trinity. Yeah? Brahma, Shiva, Krishna. Or Krishna, Brahma, Shiva. Anyway, Krishna is Vishnu. So we say Vishnu or Krishna. But Krishna is a wacky form, comedian form. It's a bit different form than Vishnu. But it both represents the Christ energy. So, the Son. Actually, he's the father of his son, it said. But okay, I'm not going to Krishna and all the males. I am doing this video for Divine Feminine. She's the power. So, Trinity. We have Trinity. In Hinduism and in Abrahamic, we have Trinity. 3 men. And look at the world, at Trinity. Look at the world. Just look at the world. It is not like heaven, huh? No. No. It is not like heaven. It's actually more like something more of dark. No? So, Trinity. And actually, Trinity is the matrix. Trinity is male energy separated from female. That's why in Hinduism, Hindu Trinity and Abrahamic Trinity, there is no woman. Only 3 men. And we know that this is a matrix, this is illusion. And that when love is missing, man is lost. So, Mother is back. Mother is back. And just like we in Slovenia say, she supports 3 corners of the house. So the house can stand. So the new energy, the new divine matrix of New Earth is Quadrinity. Mother and 3 men. She supports them all 3. Rumi liked to say, she is beyond belief of all men. I like to say, she is that everything that I'm nothing without. So yes, when she is missing, I'm nothing, even if we are 3 of us. There's nothing, no expansion, no creation, no progress, only degradation into deeper and deeper darkness. Yeah. She is the creation, actually. So in Trinity, men are lost. They rule the world. Male energy, masculine energy rules the world, the religion, system, everything. And woman is subdued. And worthless, less than men. Always under. But the reality of this world is, men are lost. This world is lost. And they blame her for that. Like you have in Abrahamic religion, which I really don't like. And no divine being would say this, that she is not of God, she is not God, she is separated from God, nature is not God. Hey, well, this is the matrix. This is the matrix. And in the matrix, the truth is perverted, inverted. So, woman is missing and men are glorified. They are glorifying themselves through all the scriptures non-stop. Well, this is how those who invert reality invert truth. And even if you ask some priests and like this, they will tell you if you worship mother, you are a demon, you are I don't know what. Religions actually are against woman worship. Anywhere in the world. Or in Abrahamic tradition, or in Hinduism, in Islam, In Islam, yeah. I like to say, I slam goddamn black flag lost without her. I slam goddamn. Yeah, goddamn, because she is lost. I mean, he is lost because he lost her. You know, hurting her, like in Islam, we can see she's nothing, she's worthless, she's the property of man. And in actually, Hinduism is also perversion. It's not real. Hinduism never existed. More than 1,000 years ago, there was Vedic society. It was the last tradition on earth that actually worshiped divine feminine. Women were walking topless on the street, but no men were lusty. The breasts were holy. The womb was called Bhagavan. That's what they call God. Because gods and goddesses are born through the womb. And men had respect. Men did not see the naked breast of the women as their object of lust and enjoy, but as representation of mother's milk. And there was no perversion in woman walking topless. It was actually, the breasts were something holy. And they had this wisdom until Hinduism appeared. I mean, how Hinduism appeared? Islam invasion, the greatest genocide recorded in the history of Earth, and nobody talks about it. Actually, Muslim invaded. That's how Matrix works. It was the last culture that actually had truth still going on. It was 1,000 and something years ago, you know. So, anyway, it was time that we go completely in darkness. So, also Vedic India had to fall. Her mother had to fall there. But India is very funny. Because they still worship Mother Kali, they worship Radha, they worship Lakshmi. But in their scripture and everywhere they have Trinity. They have goddesses and everything, but Trinity is male, you know? And then actually this genocide lasted for 700 years. Can you imagine? Saints were genocided. Women, priestess, holy priestesses, temples were burned, everything was burned. And after 700 years, the Muslim invaders told them, you can keep your religion. You can keep your religion, but we will give you one condition, and we will kill you all. If you put your women on the same status as our Islam women, so we can live together. You know? That's why you have now in India, in Hinduism, actually women treated in the same way like in Islam. Actually, in India, my beloved family, for rape you get less prison than if you eat a cow. I love cows. They are mother also. But this is insanity. You know, there should be more prison for rape than for eating a cow. No? Don't you agree? I'm a vegan. But this is complete nonsense. So is the perversion. And you have now in India the ceremony, the worship of Divine Mother, you know, and it's in the night. They worship Divine Mother, but goddesses has to stay at home because it's Muslim law. They cannot go out. I was there. So you go out in the night to worship Divine Mother and you see men dancing there and no women nowhere after 8 o'clock. But the ceremony starts after 8 o'clock. So in India now, this is visible. I was, what? Why they worship goddess and act in masculine religion and all this masculine law. And actually, I always telling you stories about Krishna and Radha. And it's same with Krishna and Radha, is same. She is the goddess. It is said in Vedas, Radharani controls Krishna with a glance, just glance of her eye, bare glance of her eyes, he is subdued. It said, you can call Krishna whatever you want and he will say, okay, I hear you, yes. But if you say Radha, he will run there. I'm yours. What do you want? I'm yours. Where's my Radha? Where's my Radha? You know, he goes like this. And it said, Krishna, he is dark complexion, not because he hates her or works against her, but because she is shining so much that he don't want to disturb her. He wants to enjoy that shine. It's the sole pleasure of his existence. And that's why he turns his light down like dark sky, so her stars can shine, the creation can shine. And there's this beautiful depiction of him being black, she being golden. But he is black only for her to shine. And I'm loving this. And it's, if you read these stories, it's obvious. She is his goddess. And without her, he is nothing again. You know. But if you have Hare Krishna, a religion which enslaved me for 3 years in my early spiritual path, almost 2 decades ago, you know, women are considered worthless. Women have to stand in the backside of the temple. First are men in the front rows, then back women. Women are considered dirty and cannot do services that men can. They cannot worship, temple worship. They cannot be gurus. They cannot like this and this. You know, all this. They cannot be priestesses. They cannot be nothing. And even they call women dirty when they have menstrual period. That men, if man touches a woman in menstrual period, he should shower. And like this nonsense, you know. But then you have written in the Vedas that most holy part of human body is the womb. And they have all these laws against the women, you know. But if you see how men are giving obeisances to the deity and women, man has to lie down like flat on his belly, up. But woman always keeps her belly up. Why? Because her womb is same as God too. And that's why she should not touch the ground with the womb. And they practice this. But still, they have these crazy laws that woman is less. And then, but you know, I was born awakened very much. So I was like, what the? I know, I feel this. What's these contradictions? If woman is so holy, then why she, even when she's giving obeisances to deity, she is higher? But they make her lower. So this is what happened in India. It's nonsense. If you go to tradition through scripture, you see the glories of women. But if you see the culture and everything, you see the Muslim culture actually. And religions work in Muslims. But then they read stories of Radharani being the greatest. I mean, Abrahamic are sincere. They speak about God. But Hindu, they have same culture now when it's perverted, but they glorify the goddess. But in action, they're working against her. In religion, in system, everywhere. Like I said, even you get more prison if you eat a cow than if you rape a woman. Huh? So like this is a little bit into the history. So let me just speak now about that. There's not a lot to speak anyway about the Holy Trinity. There is a lot to speak, but I will speak as much as my heart will tell me. Holy Quadrinity. It's the return of the Divine Feminine. It's the return of love on earth. The house is collapsed. 3 house of Trinity, 3 men. The existential corner of creation is missing and house collapsed. And you can see this world, how house collapsed in this world, no? You can see it, no? Yes, you can. And now, actually, Trinity is illusion of the matrix. The main part is missing. The creation, goddess, the light, love. And men are lost. Like I wrote in my poem before, she is complete on herself. But when I am without her, I am all lost searching for her in her flower gardens. You know? And you can see this in world. We are lost. Until, like my beloved friend Todd Medina said, until we let the goddess shine from our heart, we put her in front. We are lost. And in the subconsciousness, when man is lost, divine masculine is lost, in subconsciousness feels the power of a woman, but doesn't realize that has to accept her and glorify her equal to him. And then they subconsciously, men fear that power. And that's why in this world, men work against her, because they don't understand. Masculine religion doesn't understand that actually, if we invite her as equal to us, or even higher, we will become the highest. We will become enlightened. And this world is to come to heaven. And all what we fear is to disappear. Heaven on earth. You know. So it's abuse against divine feminine. Really bad. And all the women have this in their DNA through ages. Even I have. I had many female births. That's why that's why I joke I'm a feminist. And I joke that mother says it's okay, so it is good. I'm not feminist. But I know my mission. I know what I'm here for. I'm here to inspire, motivate, activate, on the first row, divine goddesses. Because inside I am more goddess than God. Although I'm roaring and have power, why I have power? Like Jenna said before, she's the power. Man becomes powerful when he accepts divine feminine in his heart and identifies with her and unites the masculine. Then I become the roaring man. Men actually think in this world they are strong, but they are so weak that they fear her, because inside they feel that power. But they don't understand that that power will bring all heaven they want to earth. That's the nature. That's why I wrote in the poem before that she's complete, but without her I'm in darkness, all lost, searching for myself in her flower gardens, hurting her. I didn't write that because in that poem I didn't want to put anything negative. But it is so. Lost in her flower gardens, in her embrace, and hurting her, afraid of her. She's the light. She's the love. Just like the creation are the stars that shine, and the universe that shine, and darkness is the source. Without her there's only darkness, and we fear the light. We fear love. And it is said so elegantly, when love was taken down of this world, when love was abused, when love was hurt, when love was chastened out as a stranger, outcasted, this world has fallen into hell. You know, the corner, the main corner, the creation, the goddess, the mother, was smacked off, and the house collapsed into darkness of hell. And we got Trinity. We have all these male religions. And all male religions actually look down on women. No? They look down on women. And the system glorifies the man. It's a man's world. But he said there, but what would be without a woman? But it's not a man's world. My friend, you are macho. You should think it's a woman's world. And I'm nothing without a woman. That would be a beautiful song. It's not a man's world. The man's world is what you see today. And you don't want to live in this world, huh? This is the world of Trinity. When there are man and woman is not equal. The house is collapsed because the main corner is missing. Like we say in Slovenia, woman supports 3 corners of the house. And if that corner is missing, all house collapses. But if that corner remains, and that 3 corners are gone, house still stands. Because she's the miracle. She's the creation. She's the impossibility to be one and only possibility. I love to speak about her. You read my poem before, short but sweet, like Rumi. I love her in my heart. I have accepted her very long ago. And that's why I started ascending so fast. And I feel myself like, like I told you in story of my life, I never hurted nobody in my life. But when somebody hit a woman in front of me, I lost my temper completely, like Bruce Lee. And if people were not around, God knows what will happen to that man. I have this within me. I'm sorry for that. I'll not speak about that. Well, I remembered. The only time when I was violent in my life was one time to protect a woman. And I was like a savage beast. I was young. I regret it. And not. And not. I do regret it and I do not regret it. Like this. So it's my nature to stand for Divine Feminine, to glorify her, to lift her up, to show her light. I'm not showing my light. I always say it is her light that you see in me, because I know how it is. Divine Feminine, Goddess, Mother, she enlightened me. It is her light you see in me. It is her word, her sweetness that comes through my heart, through my mouth. It is her. Holy Quadrinity is within me. She is that everything that I'm nothing without. And I know that. I know that. And I'm grateful. Anyway, I said everything poetically about this scientific topic. What else to say? So as Divine Feminine returns, the collapsed house once again stands. Not only stands, but become golden because of her gold. Before was dark, lost in time. But now becomes golden. Heaven and earth, golden mansion. She supports all 3 men. And in her light, now they can see themselves, they can see her. And they know, Trinity knows in her presence that without her I'm nothing. It is said. And then that 3 corners are supporting her back, making her shine. She's the creation. And in that light of love that she is, in that light of love that she is, once again everything is seen. All the possibilities of love are seen. Men are no more fearing of her and destroying the world. The Trinity does not destroy the world anymore. Religion destroyed the world. Didn't. In many ways. Now we can see ourselves again. Now the house can grow. There was no progress, only degradation in Trinity, into more dense and dense darkness. But now, in the light of her love, the world expands, consciousness rises. And once again, progress, human progress, Technology is no more and science just masculine, and religion's not just masculine, but in the core again feminine. Everything works for mother again. Everything, and mother, her nature is we all are equal. We all are same worth. We all are one under her love. And when we are all one, we can create heaven. We all worked in her direction. In her light, we can see her love. And we all work for that. And the world turns to heaven again. Only progress, cooperation, unity, sharing and caring. Technology is not here anymore to destroy our mother, but to support her, works in symbiosis with Mother Nature. And all the children are of the mother. And world rises to heaven. How wonderful it is, huh? In her light. It is her light that you see shining on me because it is her light that creates heaven. It is her gold. It is her gold. And we invite Divine Feminine in our heart. Like men, I many times see, sometimes, when I write something about Divine Feminine, the man comes and sometimes I have to write, her glory is above men. And men sometimes come, but we are all equal, but we are all equal, but we are all equal. Yes, we are. But I tell you this, O Listia man, if under the poetry of Divine Feminine you say we are all equal, I see you actually want to be superior, and you are disturbed. We become equal as we glorify her again. Why? Because masculine hurted her, abused her, kicked her, buried her, slapped her, dragged her all over the place. So we have to know our place. We have to be sorry. The man has to step down from his throne. It's time for king to step down from his throne. And invite her goddess, carry her on the throne, and then kneel in front of that throne. That's what my poetry is about. And you know what happens then? She is not a man. She is the truth. She don't want lies. She invites the man on the throne as her equal. And that's why divine poets through ages like me were all glorifying Divine Feminine. Because we know what masculine has done to her. And we have to. If wicked men will not say they are sorry, we will say. Because we are true men. And any man who comes and starts yelling, we are equal, he will get blocked. Because he is not doing that what will ascend him and ascend the planet. We have to. We buried her, men. We kicked her. We have outcasted her. Now we have to be so humble, bow down to her and lift her up. And that's how we become equal again. It's not about making her equal. It's about knowing that she's supreme and she will make us equal. And I say this as poetry, not as literal fact, because it's not. In literal fact, we all are equal. But as poetry, as a poet, as a king who knows what kings has done to queens, the real king will step down from his throne, invite her up. And I all standing in her power. I don't allow no bullshit from men and women, because the masculine within us, we are men or women, creates shit always. But I'm doing this through my work, through my poetry, through this video, through making videos to inspire divine feminine mostly, no? And so many men who got it, who want the goddess to shine in their heart, they are also inspired. But this is my way to stepping down from the throne and doing everything I can to lift her up Sometimes very tired, very disturbed, like yesterday when messenger attacked me like anything. And I cared. I should not care. And again in the morning, I just, when Jenna, when you gave me that inspiration all day, from that point I glorifying the goddess, and I will end with some beautiful memes. Just after this video I go to just put 2 memes on and I will sleep in her embrace. So this is what it's all about. It's about Trinity admitting we have fallen. Lift us up, Mother, please, Goddess. We have fallen. We fall at your feet. We fall at your feet. We fall at your feet. What we have done to you. But we haven't done to you only. We have done to ourselves. We have plunged this world into hell because we have kicked the creation, kicked the goddess. And like Krishna is saying, she's everything. Without her, I'm nothing. We have abused the beloved of God. So now we have to fall at her feet. And I'm falling at her feet, and I'm not responsible, because those who are responsible will not fall at their feet. So we have to, enlightened men who know the truth, we will fall at the feet of Goddess, kiss the feet, and get blessed so much that we became kings. I love you all, Divine Goddesses, so much. And my work is all about giving you power back, realizing that you are the power. Actually, Divine Masculine is not the power. Feminine is power. Feminine is power. She is the power of all powers. In the power of love, no power has no power. And darkness has no power over her power. That's why she's not allowed into this world. Because when she comes back into this world, darkness disappears and once again becomes God. In her light I know myself, I see myself. Without her I'm nothing. So she is creation actually. And the Vedic creation story can really elegantly explain this. In the beginning, I am all alone. I am darkness. I don't know myself. I don't see myself. I am not. Then I fall in love. And as I fall in love, my love expands in the light of creation. All over the creation, one became many. She's everything. She's the creation. And now in her light, I know myself. In her light, the creation expands. And in the light of her love, I'm so in love that creation just expands. It is only her that I am. And without her, I'm nothing. She is the creation. She's everything you see on all that I am. Before her, I was nothing. Just darkness. Out of darkness came light. She is that light. And now I can see myself in her light. And same as she's separated, again, masculine becomes darkness, like in this world. As once again she returns in the hearts of men and women. On the throne of this world, she invites men as equal on the throne to create heaven together. Not like men who kicked her down and afraid that she comes up. No. In her light, she's the creation. And we fall in love again, and we create in her love, in her light. And it doesn't matter if you are a woman body or man body, you have to understand something. In this world, in the matrix, in time, men and women, we all were infected with masculine virus. It doesn't mean if you have a feminine body that you are divine feminine. It doesn't mean if you have masculine body that you are divine masculine. But usually we all are. majority of this world in masculine consciousness. I was so blessed to be born in feminine consciousness, but without masculine. So I was crying, suffering. I born on the full moon in June and the Venus was full. So this is, if you see what this astrology is, this is like most emotional, sensitive woman that is possible. This is my birth. You know, that's why I cried in the relationship. I was not understood. I was on the ground. I was always crying, always. So much feeling, so much. So I was blessed, but I had no masculine power, which now I have fullness. So I was born like this. I was born to write poetry of divine feminine. I was born to say to a man, like fairy with attitude, woman is God. I was born, and because in Christianity something was missing when I was a young child, I left Christianity at 20 years, although I was really brainwashed by my Catholic grandmother so much, like I was in temple, in monastery. But I had it within me, and when I came in contact with Radharani and the Radha Krishna stories, I just fell in love with her. I didn't care about God anymore. I cared about her only. I also like to say about my beloved heart that she knows science, I know only her. She is love. I'm very simple. This is scientific title, but I'm speaking poetry all the time. And this is the activation. This is really, this is giving that. And I feel so happy in her love. So, she's the creation. She's that everything that I am, nothing without. And like Krishna, I'm lost without her. I have no purpose. The only purpose of masculine is to hold her up, to lift her up so she can shine. It's then man is holding her up, but she's creating balance and she's dancing. She's creating the beautiful dance. Without her, I'm nothing. And without holding her up, man has no purpose and world plunges into hell. So it's not only that she is the fourth corner, she's the roof that three corners are holding up, pointing to heaven. So she creates heaven. So like this. I love you. May the God that's in your heart shine. Allow that man in your heart to step back and allow her to shine. And you will get all this wisdom. You will speak what I'm speaking. She will enlighten and illuminate your heart. And you will know your purpose. You will do that. And like I feel, even though today I was fucked up like anything in the morning in body, I just, when I posted that things, I felt so much alive. And I immediately knew this is the video that's coming in the evening. I feel so happy, so joyful that I made this video now for you, divine goddesses, in every heart of woman and a man. I love you. Let her shine. Let her come in your heart. Stop this male religion, him. I'm so disturbed when I see posts, him, God, he is the creator. Can I throw up, please? Why? We have to let go of that old religion, that old ways of him. Let her shine. You will see what will happen. Him will be pleased. God will be pleased with you if you glorify Goddess. Like Krishna. Krishna says in one story, he says, they're calling my name, yes, Krishna, Krishna. Okay, okay, I hear you. Okay, okay, yeah, no, but then he doesn't come there. Okay, okay, I hear you. But when they say Radha, he's there. Where's my goddess? Where is she? Who's calling me? Is she here? Like this. Actually, the very creation is goddess. And the very pleasure of the masculine just to enjoy her shine. So without her, the masculine god is sad, has no purpose. So even if you like that masculine, I'm not into gods, I'm into energies. But all the beings exist and everything. But even if you are so much in love with masculine god, I'll tell you one secret, oh man. Terence, are you listening? You please the father mostly if you glorify the mother. Because father glorifies the mother. And that's what pleased the father. If you glorify the father, he doesn't care. And I'm speaking again poetry. I don't believe in he, she. My God is source. Both of them together at the beginning. But I'm telling you, if you are really so much in worshipping of masculine God, if you really want to please that masculine God, glorify Goddess. Because then God is so pleased and happy. Because you are doing same as masculine energy of God is doing. Just glorifying her, expanding her, lifting her up. So yes, if you want to please masculine God, please glorify Goddess. And if you want to please her, glorify her. I will not say this. Maybe women want to say different, but this is my truth. Yeah, she is happy if you glorify a man, yes. But I don't want to go into this now. Because then men will again glorify men, but this is nonsense. We have glorified men in Trinity so much that this world now is looking like it's falling apart. So we have to bring the creation back. She's the creation. She's that everything that I am nothing without. It is said so that when Goddess returns into this world, God returns, because without her I have no purpose. Sad. I'm sad for she's hurt, so I left. She come back, I'm with her. So, this poetic episode is now ending. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you felt my love and my dedication to Divine Feminine. I hope you know I love you, all beautiful goddesses, and all beautiful gods who accepted her in your heart. We are same. We are true gods. Just like God. We glorify Mother. And all of you who speaking him, this is your truth. You have, if this doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't have to, but I tell you, you have a long way to go. And it's okay so. We are just walking each other home. But don't be so stubborn in this him. Her love. She's everything. Divine, feminine, quadrinity. Four corners, heaven and earth. Divine matrix. She's the roof and fourth corner. The house is complete and shining in gold. Heaven and earth. I love you. Thank you for watching. But most thank you if you saw. Thank you for listening. But I'm most grateful if you heard. I love you. And please be blessed. and invite her in your heart. And if anyone wants to spare a coin to this channel, not channel, I mean TV channel, to the word, to my poetry, to my roaring, you are always welcome to spare. And even one coin is same as treasure, because then I can work for her, so she shines in your heart more. And like her, I only accept freedom. Freedom of your heart, unconditionally. That you know everybody who helps me. I'm so grateful. In this way, Mother maintains me, that I can glorify her. And Father is happy and pleased, because she is that everything that I'm nothing without. And beloved men, let me tell you something. All your religions and beliefs, I'll tell you something. She is beyond belief of all men. Love, Goddess. Namaste. Invite her in my heart. In my heart is already there. Invite her in your heart. Is there already? Okay, great. I salute you. Mother is queen, I'm general. I love you. You are general too, if you feel like this. And my queens, be blessed. I love you. Namaste. And see you soon. Mwah. Mwah.